Carved into the base of a volcano in San Vicente, El Salvador, sits a 236-acre fortress of concrete and steel. It is designed to hold 40,000 human beings. If you look at the official broadcasts, the narrative is perfectly clear. This is the Center for the Confinement of Terrorism, a mega-prison built to lock away the most ruthless gang members in the world. But the prison dragnet has swept up far more than the government admits. Human rights groups have documented the mass incarceration of thousands of people with no gang ties whatsoever, including innocent civilians, children as young as 12, and Venezuelan migrants deported from the United States. International observers call this a living nightmare, not because the system is failing, but because it is working exactly as intended. The facility operates according to a specific, ruthless mechanical and psychological logic. The security begins with absolute environmental isolation. Looking at the main gates, you can see the heavy military presence and fortifications that cut this compound off from the rest of the country. A cross-section reveals two sets of 15-meter concrete walls, topped with 15,000-volt fences, monitored by 19 watchtowers. High-tech jammers create a 2-kilometer dead zone, blocking all signals. Below, specialized loose gravel acts as an acoustic alarm for every footstep. While the perimeter walls secure the bodies of the inmates, the electronic grid secures the silence. It is an absolute information vacuum, designed so that no evidence of what happens inside can ever escape. Once you move past the outer walls and into the cell blocks, the focus shifts from physical containment to systematic mental breakdown. This diagram shows a standard cell footprint. The Red Cross recommends an international standard of 3.4 square meters of space per prisoner. Here, up to 150 men are crammed into a single cell, leaving each person with an average of just 0.6 square meters to exist. In that space, the deprivation is calculated. Inmates sleep on bare, multi-tiered metal slabs without mattresses or pillows. They are denied outdoor recreation and are forced to eat rice and beans with bare hands because utensils are banned. Even sleep is regulated by the facility's infrastructure. Glaring artificial lights remain switched on 24 hours a day, intentionally destroying the inmates' circadian rhythms so they never know what time it is. By stripping away space, darkness, and basic tools for living, the interior architecture removes every ounce of human agency. The environment itself is engineered to break their minds. If an inmate breaks a rule, they are sent to the absolute core of the facility, a block of windowless, concrete solitary confinement cells known as the island. According to this investigation by Human Rights Watch, the island is where the worst abuses occur. Their detailed report documents daily, severe beatings, forced nudity, and sexual violence carried out by prison guards with total impunity. We know these details largely because of a group of Venezuelan migrants who were deported from the U.S., swept up in El Salvador, and locked in these cells for months. When they arrived, the prison director told them they had arrived in hell. When you remove all external oversight and grant guards total authority over an isolated population, the rule of law collapses. The facility becomes an unchecked machine for human suffering. Yet, domestically, this system is a political success. President Nayib Bukele, the architect of this iron fist strategy, currently holds an approval rating of over 90%. Now, that population is transforming into an international business model. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio recently announced an agreement to deport individuals directly into Bukele's custody. The arrangement is lucrative. As shown here, the U.S. pays El Salvador a flat fee of $20,000 a year to house each imported inmate. Next to El Salvador's sub-$6,000 GDP per capita, that premium turns the penal system into a highly profitable enterprise. And other nations are eager to copy the blueprint. Costa Rica has already broken ground on its own megaprison called CECOT, which relies on technical assistance and plans provided by the Salvadoran government. CECOT proves that when a society prioritizes absolute containment over the rule of law, human subjugation becomes a commodity, an industrial product that the rest of the world is now lining up to buy.